ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Central Cast number 3. I'm Kyle.
And I'm Zach.
And we're two nerdy guys on the internet talking about anything that's trending. Let's get started. So, Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Alright, we will start with this.
We're immediately going to start with this. I just wanted to get it out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon Sun and Moon was leaked on 4chan, the entire game.
The entire game. I want to talk about that too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of sucks for the Pokemon company.
Yeah, it does. I mean, but to be expected, right? I mean, this is becoming... What? What?
You're the shadow coming from the light, and that's on the fridge, makes you look like Pinocchio. I know this doesn't relate to anything at all. I just think it's really funny. Anyway, Pokemon...
And Pokemon Sun and Moon. Yeah, no, I did read about that, and all the starters, all the stats, they've already been compared. Like which starters are the best. People are already figuring it out, and after watching a video on it, are you kidding me? You're really gonna take a Snapchat? Really? Is this a good shot?
Oh, dude, you're gonna be amazed.
Oh my god, I really am not looking forward to see that.
We're not starting off on a strong spot.
Anyway, okay. So, no, yeah. So after watching some of the leaks, like I didn't get really into it. I don't know. Did you look into like the leaks at all?
Well, it was revealed that there are 800 confirmed Pokemon in the game, including past legendaries and a bunch of Pokemon from before. Whether this includes new and old versions of like Pokemon that has Aloha forms and stuff, I don't know. Mm-hmm. But people already started data mining the game for like additional like legendaries, like people in people data mined X and Y, and they found Volcanon, and they found him like a year or two before he was actually released to the public.
Really? I didn't know that.
And along with that like pink crystal one, Diancie, yeah. They were found like a year or two before they were actually released.
Really?
Actually, a year before they were released. Yeah,
and those are the ones that they kind of add after the game, right? Like stuff like...
Yeah, like Mega Latias and Latios, they were found way before they were actually released to the public.
Right, okay, yeah. Yeah, so looking at... Like, I didn't go into all the stats of all the starters or anything, but I read that in their final forms... Stop laughing at my shadow. I read that in their final forms. I think it's Rowlet. Rowlet. The grass one is actually the best. And looking at all
that he's the best.
Yeah, and looking at all the typically the water one is the best.
Typically. Water or fire. Usually fire has a bigger advantage at the very beginning of the game, but water is usually like the best.
I thought that was water.
No, fire usually has like, because usually you're going to like the grass gym first.
Okay.
Grass type gym first. And that's like better for the beginning of the game, but like water type is better throughout the entire game.
Okay.
Usually.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because I pick water. I think of all the Pokemon games I've played, I think I've started with water type Pokemon 80% of the time. Like I don't start with anything else. I don't think I've ever started with grass, not once.
Fuck grass. I'm allergic to that shit.
So I think like I just saw all the pictures of the final starters.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. I guess I kind of base off like who I want based on looks. Mm-hmm. And not really on stats. But now that I know that not only does the final evolution of the grass of Rowlet look awesome, but it's the best. It's like
it's definitely going to influence your decision.
Yeah.
If I were to ask you right now to choose between Venusaur, Blastoise, and Charizard, who would you choose?
Definitely Charizard.
Okay.
Only because like that's why I said 80%. I think Charizard was the one time that I picked a fire starter.
Okay.
But I think with the only reason I would say that now is because when I recently played through Y. Mm-hmm. You have a choice of the secondary starter.
Yeah.
And I was never a big Charizard fan, but I just decided, hey, I'm not going to pick two waters. Like, I was going to pick Squirtle again, and I was like, well, I already picked Froakie.
Yeah.
So I wanted
that's who I
something
chose
else. You chose Froakie and then Charmander?
Yep.
Oh, that's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Well, I knew what the final evolutions looked like.
Yeah.
And I thought I didn't want a fire-type fox who pulls a stick out of its ass.
Yeah.
Or a big fucking bush. I wanted the fucking ninja, dude.
Yeah.
And the one thing I thought was kind of cool about X and Y was they're kind of based off of MMO classes. Did you ever notice that?
No, I did not.
Like the grass type Pokemon was like the equivalent to a paladin because it's like all armored up.
Oh, okay, there you go.
The fire type was like a mage type.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see that with like the stick
absolutely.
coming out of its ass with the fire on it?
Yeah.
And then Greninja, which is the water type, would be the rogue.
Right. Okay.
Which is usually your 3 basic starters in like a MMO,
right,
or just a role playing game in
general. Yeah, that's interesting. I never noticed that. That's cool. So, how do they pick that? I always wonder every year, how do they decide that? Because that's got to be one of the biggest aspects of the game, right?
Like what their 3-star Pokemon are going to be.
Yeah, like what they're based on and how they draw them up. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I'm very curious as to how that works.
Well, they probably go through like hundreds and hundreds of iterations of like Pokemon, right. And they're like, okay, they probably narrow it down to all these, and they're like, which one does our core tester group respond to the most and like the most? And that's probably how they do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know if it's true or not, but I saw a picture of the final form of Rowlet, and I believe it's grass flying when you first get it.
Yeah, and changes to grass dark.
Ghost.
Oh, Ghost.
Ghost, yeah, I believe it's Ghost.
That's OP.
Yeah,
that's OP.
I think that'll be the first
Ghost grass.
So there's. Well, I don't know about the first Ghost grass, but I know that's the first time Ghost is implemented into the starters, right?
Definitely.
So they've had fighting in the past. What have they had as secondaries for? They've had fighting, steel because of Empoleon. Fighting because like almost every starter is fighting. It seems like as secondary.
Would Fairy? No, not Fairy.
No Fairy. Dark Greninja. Greninja was dark.
Was he really? I thought he was
water
fighting.
Dark. No, everyone thinks that. No, he's water dark. Yeah, people always.
He can learn a shit ton of fighting moves. Though.
He can. Yeah, that's true. What else? What else is there? Is there a flying? Is that also the first flying? Is Rowlet also the first part flying? I'm probably. Oh no! Freaking Charizard.
Actually, hang on. Technically, his Mega Evolution is a flying type. His Y Evolution is Y Mega Evolution is flying fire.
That's right, and
his X Evolution is
Fire Dragon.
Fire Dragon, which I think is really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why everyone likes him more. I have Y Charizard. I love Y Charizard. Everyone's like, oh, that's the stupid one. I like that one. I like Y Charizard.
I like X Charizard because he turns like black.
Yeah,
and
it's
stuff,
cool. It's cool
but
looking.
I think there's one drawback.
Yeah.
With that X one, the blue flames that comes out of his mouth looks like a fucking mustache.
Yeah, it does. You're right. I thought the same thing. They go straight out to the right, or straight to the side. Is right. What? Go straight. They come straight to the side of his mouth. It's like a wind is blowing on him. That's like blowing them backwards. But.
So I'm gonna switch topics.
All right.
Something huge has happened since the last time we recorded the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We have a new president of the United States of America.
Well, we don't have him yet, but
yet him introducing the 45th president of the United States, Donald Trump.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how I feel about it. Yeah, I just wanted to say that. I'm not gonna get into it.
Yeah, me neither. I really do. I thought that's the one thing we were gonna.
Yeah, you know. I'm just gonna say I didn't vote for either of them.
Yeah.
Voted for Gary Johnson. Want that weed legalized, even though I don't smoke.
Right.
Yeah. Just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, I mean,
I just want people let that sink in. Donald Trump is our president.
He's going to be.
He's pretty much our president now. Just let it sink in.
All right.
Letting it sink in. Okay, now next topic. New Rogue One trailer.
Yeah.
And we're talking about Star Wars again.
That did last very long.
Looking more and more like a Saving Private Ryan movie.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. I think we talked about that last week.
It's looking gritty.
Right? Or maybe that was first week, actually.
Let's go really quickly through this topic, because we always talk about Star
Wars.
Yeah. Okay,
Rogue
One, looking really gritty. Mm-hmm. They had one really cool shot in the trailer. There's like a second of it where the Death Star lines up with a sun, and it makes an eclipse.
I didn't see
and
that.
And it shoots like a straight beam down onto like a planet, and it looks super cool.
I did see the beam, but I didn't see the eclipse part.
That's going to be the thumbnail really of this video, I can tell you that.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's so cool.
Yeah. Anything you want to say?
Yeah, I think I'm curious as what you think. So they mentioned something in the trailer about, or not in the trailer. They mentioned something. Someone I don't know why I'm saying they. Someone I watched mentioned something about how Tarkin in Episode 4 says, Grand Moff Tarkin in Episode 4 says that he's testing the Death Star on Alderaan, and clearly it fires in Rogue One. So this means that it's probably going to be a failed fire, right?
Absolutely.
So it's not going to blow up a planet. It's going to devastate it probably, but it's not going to be close to the power of Episode 4 when it blew up Alderaan.
Maybe they just kind of blow up a planet and they're like, hoo, secret.
Well, they could, but it made it seem more like it was going to be it was going to be like they tested it and then it wasn't going to work, and then later.
Well, they could have just fired at like an asteroid or something, just to blow it up.
I thought you said they showed it firing at the planet.
I don't know what it was at. Like you see it like the surface of a planet. Then you see like the green line, dark like space sky with stars, and the Death Star covering the sun, making an eclipse, which is really cool. But I don't know if it was firing at the planet. Like it would be just over the horizon, so you can't see. Maybe they just kind of destroy the planet. I don't know. I mean, you have more when you test a weapon. You probably have more than one weapon test.
No, yeah, absolutely.
So
absolutely, but I don't know. It seemed like the way he presented it in Episode 4 was like as if it had never been tested before, or either that or it had just failed miserably in the past.
Well, you gotta start somewhere. So.
Right. No, yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So I'm gonna talk about one of my favorite game series ever, Mass Effect. Mm-hmm. Have you ever dabbled?
I played. You're gonna be so mad at me.
Oh.
I played Mass Effect 3 multiplayer.
Yeah, that's gonna piss me off.
That's literally all I did.
It's just horde mode.
I liked it, but it was a long time ago.
I mean, I liked it too. They have a bunch of different classes, plays a bunch of alien races. It's cool.
I can't tell you anything about it now, but I remember.
I think it came out in like not 09. What am I thinking? That's like Mass Effect 2. I think it came out in 2013.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, people don't know. If people don't know, Mass Effect is a sci-fi third-person shooter where you're playing as Commander Shepard, who is the commander of the SSV Alliance-based naval ship, the Normandy, which is like an experimental ship, and I'm not going to get all into it. Or you just you travel around the galaxy, fucking up the bad guys.
Right.
Called Reapers.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the new Mass Effect game, not the new Mass Effect game, the new Mass Effect trailer for Andromeda came out a couple of days ago, and it looks pretty cool. And if you don't know, Mass Effect Andromeda takes place before and 600 years after Mass Effect 3.
Wait, what do you mean before?
So the whole premise of Mass Effect Andromeda is like in Mass Effect 3, you've got the Reapers coming in, and the Reapers are a race that comes to the Earth, like the Milky Way galaxy, every 50,000 years when civilization has reached its climax. Like, you can't go any further. And they harvest everyone. Like, they create Reapers from us, from our organic tissue and stuff. And they harvest our knowledge. And they're just pretty much, they want all knowledge in the universe. So one of the fail-safes that we have is that we send these people, like a bunch of arcs pretty much, to go out into another galaxy and colonize it. So you got people cryo-frozen and are sent into the Andromeda galaxy, and 600 years pass.
Gotcha.
So and the trailer looks pretty hype. You got 5 of the races confirmed to be in it: humans, Turians, Solarians, Krogan, and Asari, who are the main guys from the Mass Effect trilogy. And they're introducing a new race called the Gek, which is stupid because we already have a race called the Geth.
It couldn't be any closer.
Yeah, it couldn't be any closer, which is stupid.
Yeah. So, can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, did they... was everything going wrong, so that's why they sent them out? Or?
Yeah, the Reapers, who are the harvesters, they've never lost, ever.
Never.
Of all time.
Okay.
And these Reapers, they're, the size of the Empire State Building. Probably even better than the Empire State Building.
I want to talk a little bit about that.
Okay.
Can I? It's very funny that you talk about this, because a friend of mine, we've been talking... Actually, today we were talking over Xbox Live...
Yeah.
About the size of... we were playing Halo 5. And we were like, man, that Guardian's huge. And he's like, I bet a Reaper's bigger than that.
Oh.
And I was like, no. The Guardian's freaking massive.
And you probably didn't know what a Reaper was at that point.
I didn't. Well, yeah. And he's like... He's like, oh, yeah, it's got to be bigger than that. It's like this size. And he's trying to describe it to me. He's like... It's got to be twice the size of a Guardian. And I'm like, that thing is huge. So that's taking up my whole screen.
Okay, so here's the thing about the Reapers. There's 2 different types of big fucking mechanical Reapers. No, 3 different types. There's the scouting ones who are sent to scout planets, and then, let's just say they're the size of a building in New York. They're pretty fucking big.
Yeah.
Then you've got the Dreadnought class, and they're fucking massive.
Yep.
And I have to say, they're probably around the same size of a Guardian. Guardians are a little wider, but I think Reapers are taller. But then there's the 3rd type, which is Harbinger class. I'm gonna add pictures, which is definitely bigger than Guardians, because they're fucking. You can see them from orbit. Yeah.
So we looked it up. And I think I read that a Guardian is around 1,500-ish meters tall.
Oh, I can tell you that. A Reaper's way bigger than that.
And then I think a Reaper was 2,000 something. That biggest one, whatever it was, it was 2,000 something meters tall.
Reapers, a single Reaper can fuck up an entire continent, pretty much. And then I was like, so this is a guy that's a Halo fan and a Mass Effect fan. Now I want to ask you, which do you think would win, a Guardian or a Reaper? Okay, tell me the powers of a Guardian.
A Guardian, and this is actually, you know what? I want to look up this definition, because I was playing the campaign earlier today, and I looked this up when I looked up the size, and there was this great line from the game that I think just explains the power of the Guardian. Exuberant, the equivalent to 343 Guilty Spark, the ball thing, whatever, says, quote, a single Guardian can effectively police a solar system. This show of force is unsettling. Can effectively police a solar system. Police a solar system.
Well, the Reapers... Well, a single Reaper can wipe out...
You said it can fuck up a continent.
Well, here's the thing. You know what their main point of a Reaper is? No. To harvest every living being in the galaxy.
Right.
And galaxies are big.
Yeah.
And in the first couple games, to take down a single Reaper took about over 100 Alliance Dreadnoughts. An Alliance Dreadnought is probably... It's fucking massive.
Okay.
Those things are huge. If you... think of a United States naval destroyer or aircraft carrier. Multiply the size by 20.
Star Destroyer?
Actually, no. Yeah,
let's just use Star Wars, and then I'll be able to get...
Okay, imagine an Imperial cruiser.
Okay.
Alliance Dreadnought is about 3 or 4 times that size.
Wow.
So you've got
wow
almost 100 of those things trying to take down a single Reaper.
Okay.
I'm doing this based off the first game.
Okay, and they effectively did it, like...
Eventually.
So how many were wiped out?
About 67% of them.
That's a very specific number. Is that actually,
I remember,
is it actually 67%?
Well, I'm basing this off of Mass Effect 1, where they actually have... Like, know how I mentioned those 5 races?
Mm-hmm.
There's this place called the Citadel, where all of these 5 races live, which is, like, the capital of, like, civilization, like, the government area. Okay. They have their own, military, which is combined of all 5 species. Probably even more, because there's, like, minor species, too. And they all get fucked up by one Reaper. But, like, it's almost impossible to take down the shields of a Reaper. Like, almost impossible.
What are the shields powered by?
Dark matter energy.
Dark matter energy.
No fucking joke. I know this shit.
Well, if you watch the end of Halo 5, the last cutscene, the Guardian pops out of slip space, and Cortana's all like, "Oh, found you, Infinity," blah blah, and like it comes out and the Captain's like, "Oh, emergency slip space now," and they go into like emergency slip space and they're gone. And the second they leave, the Guardian fires that EMP blast. It wipes out everything. Like you see like the planet below, which I think kind of looks like Coruscant for some reason. It just like you watch all the lights turn out and like everything literally goes dead.
Are you saying?
I'd say it blasts those things shields down right away.
Are you saying they got emped?
They got emped. They did get emped. They got emped hard. Yes.
So my personal opinion, I think a Reaper.
Oh, don't say it.
Would win against the Guardian.
Oh my god!
Because you need to see the weapons on a Reaper.
Okay. Yeah. I haven't seen it
because they can precisionally target like.
Dude, this is a Guardian we're talking about.
Well, Guardians. Like
did you play? How many weeks did you play Halo?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. You played through the campaign once.
Well, you said EMP, so they're doing it.
I believe that's what it was. I guess I don't know.
A wide dispersal kind of thing, right?
Right.
Imagine like the Thunder Gun from Black Ops. It's like
a
big dispersed thing.
Well, that's exactly what this blast.
The Reapers can do something similar to that.
Okay.
But they also got like these dark matter energy beams that can instantly disintegrate anything. Like they can cut through the Alliance dreadnoughts in like one hit. Like precisionally, just not even cut through them, just like shoot through them like they're tissue paper.
Like a Mac cannon.
Exactly. It's more powerful than a Mac cannon.
Okay.
They would definitely fuck up the UNSC. No joke.
Well, I think a lot of things would.
I think Mass Effect takes place 200 or 300. When does Halo 5 take place?
2550s. Yeah.
Okay. I think Mass Effect takes place a little bit before that, but the technology is more advanced.
Okay.
Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Well, I feel like you haven't played enough Halo. I mean, I haven't played Mass Effect, so I don't know. But I heard from a fan of Mass Effect.
I've got Mass Effect 2 and 3. I bought it today with Halo 5. You should play Mass Effect 2.
Okay. Well, there you go. We could do that. We can play through Halo 5 tonight if you want. I don't care. And then we could do Mass Effect, and then we can talk about it again.
Yeah.
That should be next week's.
Yeah.
Next week's conversation.
Okay. I'm gonna switch topics because we've been talking about this for a while.
Yeah.
So we just saw Doctor Strange tonight. What was your overall impression?
I liked it a lot. Now I really did. I don't want to talk too much about it.
Yeah, it's very new.
It's very new. Yeah. So, but I liked it a lot better than I thought I would. And it's like, again, I don't like I was telling you earlier. I don't know a lot about the Marvel universe. Like I watch the movies and that's it. Like I don't know anything about the comics. I don't know how that works.
Yeah. So, I thought this was one of the movies where it would be super hard to adapt. Or I mean, one of the comics that would be super hard to adapt into a movie.
Right.
Because you're talking about different multiverses, different dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
A dimension out of time.
Right.
I think it would be super trippy to show and super hard to do. But they somehow do it.
They do.
In a weird way.
In a great way.
In a great way.
Yeah.
And it's very Inception-y.
Mm-hmm.
Almost identical to Inception. just missing the wall.
Yeah, I think we were talking about last week.
I think I said that last week. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But Benedict Cumberbatch, he was a great Doctor Strange. He looks just like him. Mm-hmm. Honestly.
Yeah.
They nailed the character down, who was an asshole at first.
Yep.
But then he's like, oh, gotta save the world.
Right.
And you see him die. Spoiler. You see him, like, get fucked up several times in the movie.
I think...
Then he can, like, reverse time. It's really cool.
Yeah. I think, again, a little bit of a spoiler, but there's a part at the start where he gets into that crash. I think the crash looked really good, but there's no way anyone would have survived that crash. That's just that's not even really that relevant to the story. I mean, it kind of is because it's how he got his powers eventually, but...
Well, the engine's in the back.
I mean, did you see the flips?
I saw
that
the flips.
That car was... There's no way anyone in that car could have realistically survived. I don't know. I just think they went a little over the top with the crash. I think
they said that they found him like a couple hours later, right?
Oh, yeah, there's no way.
He would be fucking dead.
Yeah. There's no way. But I think it was great, though.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good movie.
Good. I thought it was absolutely great. I highly, highly recommend seeing it.
Yeah, me too. Going to another movie, Wonder Woman with Gal Gadot. I was trying to remember her name.
Earlier.
She has Have you seen the trailer for Wonder Woman?
Nope.
Oh, it's so good. And, like, it's directed by the same guy who did Batman v Superman. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong. I think I am wrong. I'm just going to say that. Batman v Superman, it was alright. It was a super long movie with too many, like, touching moments, which can subtract from the movie. But this Wonder Woman trailer... It looks straightforward. Like, you got this girl. Pilot crashes in the ocean. Pilot falls in love with girl. Girl goes into World War I and saves the world. Like, the trailer looks really good. You see a bunch of Amazons who are the chicks, in case you don't know, fight a bunch of Germans.
Okay.
Because Nazis didn't exist yet. It just looks really cool. You see Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman, block bullets with her bracers like a champ. It just looks really good.
Cool.
Yeah, I think you should check it out.
Yeah, I might do that, yeah.
Oh, and it has the guy from Star Trek in it. Forgot his name.
I wouldn't know.
It's Kirk. Whoever plays Kirk is in it.
Okay.
And he's pretty funny.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. So something I think I've been wanting to talk about is VR. Is virtual reality.
Oh God.
Yeah. Where do you see that in the next few years? Do you see that at all being like something good, or do you think it's just gonna fall flat and no one's gonna want to do it?
Well, most of the things I've heard about VR are relatively positive. Mm-hmm. Like, I think they tried the first step of VR, which was like Kinect.
Right.
And that was a horrible failure.
Yeah.
Failure.
Failure.
I can't English right now. It's late at night. But then the Vive, the Oculus, everything's coming out, all this VR stuff, and I'm hearing relatively really good things about it. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, it requires a lot of setup.
It does.
Which kind of subtracts from it. Mm-hmm. And I don't think people want to deal with the setup. And the price point is very high.
Very high, yeah.
Like, and you need a PC system super powerful to run some of this stuff. Mm-hmm. And that's just to get the basic VR running. It's probably like $1,000 you need to sink into it.
Yeah,
and that's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. If it's going to succeed in the future, it's going to need a lower price point and easier way to set it up.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, I was reading about how someone was asking Xbox or Microsoft what they were gonna do about VR, if they were gonna incorporate it to Xbox One Scorpio.
Yeah.
Next year, and they were all like, "Oh yeah, like we want to, but right now it just seems like just experiments, like demos and experiments." Yeah. And I remember reading that first and being like, "What does that mean? Like, what do you mean demos and experiments?" And then I remember looking at think about all the stuff that I've seen VR so far.
Yeah.
And I feel like more than half of it is just you standing in one spot doing something.
Yeah.
And that's, I don't know, that to me is like I think they're exactly right. Like we still need to take another step before, we still need to advance the way VR is going, or like it's not gonna be successful. Like you need to be able to move, you need to be able to do stuff without just standing in one spot, or or like pressing I know. Have you been watching Achievement Hunter? You don't watch Achievement Hunter anymore.
I do. I'm getting back into it.
Okay, well, they recently did they've been doing like VR the Champs or whatever.
Yeah.
And they did Emily Wants to Play, which I think is a really freaking creepy game.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was really funny. I love the Achievement Hunter guys. But the way they had to move was like clicking the controller and like kind of throwing themselves forward, and that's how they move so far.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
What?
I'm just looking at your shadow again.
God, just ignore it. Can't you just ignore it? You want to turn that light off?
No, you're good.
Okay, yeah, but it's I don't know. I don't like the idea of moving like that. Like in a game, I want to either be able to just move with the controller or be able to move with like my feet somehow.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to have to like flick buttons to like throw myself forward.
Mm-hmm.
It was like teleportation.
Yeah.
Too. You were teleporting forward, not walking forward.
Yeah. So
like I don't know. I think they need to work out the movements to be able to make VR effective.
So a interesting thing about the PlayStation's what is it called? PlayStation's VR thing?
I don't know what it's called.
I don't know what it's called. Is it the Vibe? I don't know.
Something like that?
Well,
I don't know what it's
PlayStation's called. 4 VR headset is actually compatible with the Xbox.
Is it?
It is.
Was that accidental?
I think it is. But you need to have a plug in the PlayStation 4 and a plug in the Xbox, so you can make it run, I guess. But you can still use the headset and stuff to like view Xbox. Like you can look around and stuff and do all that stuff on the Xbox, which I think is really kind of funny.
It is funny. So they totally on accident made it compatible with Xbox.
Yeah, I think you still need the PlayStation 4 on to do it and a plug into it. But yeah, absolutely.
Totally like do something with that. I mean, obviously a lot of money, but
I think the guys next door actually have a VR thing. I know we have a Samsung VR thing in this room, but
really,
yeah, it's actually somewhere in there.
That would be really interesting if we could mess around with that. I would love to do that. That would be something really cool. I think we could do.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna talk about something weird.
All right.
It's weirder than the men's birth control pill.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
Yep. I'm just going to bring this up, and we're going to stop talking about this.
Okay.
So there's a cafe in Sweden, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just order, you go to it like normally, and get your coffee, get your tea, whatever you like. And then a robot approaches you, like underneath the table, and blows you. It's part of the service.
What?
Pay like $100.
What?
Yep.
Why are you talking about this?
Just wanted to bring it up.
All right.
It's a brand new cafe in Sweden. If you want to get a blowjob, just go there, have some tea, have a nice time, blow your load, and just call it a day.
Oh my god. All right.
Yep.
What else do you have to talk about?
Going back to normal news, Titanfall 2. Did you ever play the first Titanfall?
I played very little of it, but I did play some of it. I know I think my brother got pretty into it. I played I want to say only 3 games or so. Like I thought it was all right, but I wasn't a big fan. But I hear Titanfall 2 is a big step up.
Yeah. The first Titanfall, I think it grounded like the parkour shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think, what was it? Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare tried to copy that formula, but it was never as good as the original Titanfall. But Titanfall 2 came out, and it has a campaign, which was one thing that was really requested.
And everyone's talking about that.
Yeah, everyone's saying it's really good. Titanfall 1 didn't have... It kind of had one. Like, each multiplayer mission had, like, a mini story in it. And it wasn't very, like... I won't say interactive. It wasn't very, what's the word called when you're... Immersive. It wasn't very immersive. But the campaign is super immersive. And you got a cool robot sidekick guy who's funny. There's branching dialogue paths you can take. It's a huge step up. Game mechanics. Just feels nice.
You have it here?
No, I played it last time I was home.
Okay, got it.
So it was really good. It felt nice, but here's the sad part: it's barely sold.
Really? Oh, that's right. Yeah, I did hear that too.
Yeah.
Like it's just. So is it like just people after the first game are like, eh? Or like.
I don't know. Like the original Titanfall, people who like loved multiplayer team deathmatch type of games, they loved it. They just played it to play. But it didn't sell. It didn't sell. I don't know why.
Yeah. It's sad.
It just didn't do well.
I mean, I know. I don't know. After hearing this much about it and how good it is, I'm considering it. But I don't know. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think people are just like, eh, like that, like exactly like I am. Like, sounds good, but don't really feel like getting it. Is that, you think that's what everyone's doing?
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people are doing. It's like, I hear it's good, but it's not really worth my time and my money.
Yeah, and it's not like a must-get game.
Yeah, it's not one of those super big AAA things.
Right.
And it didn't get much, commercial time?
Right.
Like, airing time. It wasn't being, spread throughout the world.
Right. Like most big games are.
Yeah, it wasn't on TV. It was on TV a little bit, but not a lot. Like on Mafia 3, that game was just constantly on like YouTube, television,
everywhere.
ESPN for some reason, and that sold pretty well. Wasn't the best game, but it sold really well.
Right.
Yeah, it's really sad.
It is.
So, did you ever see the trailer for Arrival?
I have seen that several times, and we were just talking about this earlier. I really want to go see that. Yeah.
I saw the trailer like a year ago, I think. I was like, oh, this seems like a good movie. When's it going to come out? Oh, a year from now? I've never seen a trailer for it on TV. I saw it once in the theater. I was like, oh, this is probably really cool. But then I hear news about this awesome new movie that comes out called Arrival. I was like, oh, what's this? And I look up the trailer. I was like, that's the same fucking trailer I saw a year ago. Wow. Okay. It's a good... Turns out it's good. I'm going to go see it.
Yeah, I pulled up YouTube a lot. Obviously, I pull up YouTube all the time.
Yeah.
But every time I pull up YouTube in the past few weeks, I've been seeing that trailer. And the whole concept is really fascinating to me, how the aliens come and the picture for it I think is really interesting too.
Yeah.
And now I'm picturing the thing and thinking, how big is that? Which is bigger, a Guardian or that thing, or a Reaper? No, but
Reaper's definitely bigger.
Oh God!
I'm just telling you that right now.
Bigger doesn't mean stronger, all right?
Bigger always means better.
No, no, that's not true. That's not true at all.
Hey, the ladies think it's true.
Okay, how big's the Death Star? Oh my God! Wait, hold on. Maybe we don't want to go to Star Wars again.
No, let's not. It's big. Starkiller base, the size of entire planet. It's just big. Let's just leave it at it's big.
Big.
Yeah.
I just want a size comparison.
Like
I don't know.
To a planet?
No, I don't know. I just mean like
the original Death Star?
No, I'm trying to line up like super weapons right now. So I'm talking about the Guardians, the Reapers.
Oh, dude.
The Death Star.
Death Star, probably it's bigger than both, probably.
The original Death Star, like the original.
Well, Death Star is the size of a small moon.
Right.
Reaper, pretty fucking big. See it from orbit. Guardian, I don't know if you can see it from orbit.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know.
I don't think so.
I mean,
from what I've seen, it's big. It can destroy shit.
Yeah.
Not sure.
I mean, it can. Remember, effectively police an entire solar system.
Hey, remember, Reaper destroys every living being in the galaxy like a Halo ring.
Yeah, but a Halo ring, number one, is twice as effective. It's instant. It's just like everything. I mean, probably speed of light or whatever, but.
Yeah, true. But that Halo rings are super OP though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It just literally turn it on, and everything's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, but So a Halo ring versus Reaper. You're just gonna find things to take down your Reaper.
Well, it wouldn't affect it.
What?
Because
but isn't it made? You just said it was made from.
It's kind of like that.
But then it's gone.
No. It's merged. Imagine imagine like a human brain.
Okay.
Inside of a machine. They're super fucking big androids. Made with the intelligence of every single race that they've ever harvested.
So, but are they actual
machines?
Like, are they actual brains, or are they just compute? Are they? AI?
I don't know. I think they. Fuck, dude. I don't. They digitize the people they harvest. I'm not sure. They added to their network of brains, dude. I don't know.
Because
I know the original Reapers. They're like just big fucking machines.
So they're not in any way living. Is it like one of those things where they were created by living creatures and the living creatures are gone?
Yes, exactly.
So they're just like the Prometheans from Halo then. Because in Halo, that's all that's left. They activated the ring, the Halo ring. All the Forerunners gone. All that's left is their AI Prometheans.
I think the Reapers were also originally meant to keep peace and gather knowledge. Don't quote me on that. I haven't played Mass Effect in a while. It's been a couple years since I've actually had a playthrough of it.
Okay.
They were originally like a keep peacing force and were meant to go throughout the universe and gather information. They went rogue though because they're like, okay, they're still following their main directive, but they can harvest all the information they want by harvesting the people and their knowledge and their brain. So they're like robot zombies.
Okay.
Kind of. I mean, they don't go for the brains, but they go for the knowledge in the brain.
Right.
They don't eat shit.
Okay.
Yeah. It's weird.
Okay.
It's hard to explain.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I can see why. Well, I think it's a similar thing in Halo where it's the Forerunners believe in the mantle of responsibility.
What is the fucking mantle, dude? That's the one thing that's always confused me.
It's how the galaxy should be run.
Yeah.
And who
should run it. Okay.
And that apparently now has fallen to Cortana.
My girl.
Is she still your girl though?
She's still hot, isn't she? So she
is. She's a computer.
Hey. She is an AI made from the brain of Dr. Elizabeth Halsey. So,
Catherine. Dr. Catherine Elizabeth. Wait.
Catherine is short for Elizabeth.
Is it? Is it? I don't know. Whatever. I'm an idiot.
I think it goes either or. Let's be honest.
I'm trying to look it up.
Wait, is it Catherine Elizabeth Halsey or is it just Elizabeth Halsey? My Halo lore is so messed up right now. Oops, there goes my water bottle.
I think. Hold on, I'm looking it up. It just says Catherine. Oh God, stupid ads. It just says Catherine Halsey, but is there like a?
But I know
her name.
I know she goes by Elizabeth Halsey too, right?
Catherine Elizabeth Halsey. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're both right. That's new.
Yeah. You watched. Should we stop talking about Halo? I mean.
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay. All right. No, that's fine. Yeah.
We need some more variety.
Yeah. No, that's cool. You got anything else?
Question. What do you think about electric skateboards?
I don't use skateboards. So I don't know.
I don't know why I'm bringing this up. Are
we gonna talk about yours?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about mine. I bought a Genesis longboard, Hellfire longboard, from obviously the company Genesis. I love the thing. It goes up to 20 miles an hour with a 20-mile range. Bought it for $500. Shitload of money. Mm-hmm. It was very reliable for the first week. Something happened. Didn't crash it. First day I had it, someone other than me crashed it into my car.
Wait, into your car?
Into my car.
I thought it was into someone else's car.
Let's just say it's my car. Let's just say it's my car. People don't need to know it was someone else's car. But it was the first day. Ran fine afterwards. But for some reason, battery started to spark.
Well, do you think that's why?
No, definitely not.
No?
No.
It was a crash.
Well, it was going they weren't going fast. Like, they accidentally put it in reverse and just, backed up into it.
Oh, I thought it was like they were going forward and they ran into it.
Nah.
Okay.
They fell off, but they're still pressing forward on the remote.
Okay.
Which made it go backwards.
Gotcha.
And just, slammed into my car, someone else's car. But, I don't know, should I keep the board or get rid of it?
I thought you already gave it back.
I sent it back, but I was scared after the battery started sparking once.
Wait, what do you mean? Do you keep it? Then what do you mean? Should I keep it? Should you keep it? And get rid of it? Like, you've already sent it back. So
I don't know. I'm just bringing up something to talk about.
Dude. Oh, okay. No, I was just curious. Like, are you gonna order a new one or what's the deal?
I might order a new one.
Like, are they going to send it back?
I don't know yet. They said they're going to examine it.
Okay. And
based on the results of what they find, they will either send it back, repaired, bill me, send it back, or because it's a dangerous liability and the battery is 1,000 volts, which can explode, might not even send it back at all.
Wow.
So if you're in my position and love the skateboard, would you buy another one?
Well,
if that was the case,
I think it's since I don't think like you think, I wouldn't have ordered it in the first place. Not because any of those reasons, because I remember reading about how you're not allowed to have stuff like that on campus.
What are you talking about? You're not. Shut up.
I don't know. I'm one of those people that's doesn't do anything that's even slightly close to not what you're not supposed to do, and I get called out on it all the time.
Yeah.
So people just think I'm an idiot. But I don't know. I don't like breaking the rule. I mean, I'm not. I know you're not trying to break the rules.
Technically, it's not breaking the rules.
Yeah. No, I know. See, this is loophole.
It's not like I have a fucking moped.
No, I know.
On the sidewalk.
I know, but it's still powered. I think.
No, man, it's diesel.
No, I don't know. I think it's fine. I think it would be fine.
As far as anyone is concerned, it's a longboard.
Yeah.
That's all.
I mean, as long as that's what it seems like.
Yeah.
I mean, without you having told me that, I probably would have thought the same thing.
It's a longboard that goes 20 miles an hour magically without me putting my foot on the ground.
Right, because you're too lazy to walk everywhere. We have a 5-minute walk and you're just oh man, it's so far. Gotta wish I had my longboard. No, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think you'll be fine taking it back, right? Are they gonna give you all your money back for it?
I hope so. There is a 1-year warranty, but it's super sketchy.
Okay.
It won't cover cosmetic damages, default missing pieces or anything.
Okay.
It's if there's a defect in the original.
What about dents?
I don't know. Well, that's a cosmetic.
Dents from hitting cars that may or may not have been
yours.
Well,
it shipped the board. But, we got 10 minutes left.
Alright.
I'm gonna go personal now.
Alright.
Did I ever tell you the time that I raced a Lamborghini Aventador?
No.
Well, I was in it, racing a Ferrari. The Lamborghini that Doctor Strange was, Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yep.
Was
the one that he crashed?
Yeah.
Spoiler.
I've driven the green version of that car.
Really?
Against the Ferrari.
That's awesome.
I'm not allowed to say where because I might have had to sign a NDA.
Okay.
I'm not allowed to say where I was doing this, but there's this place that's a closed off test track for supercars and stuff, and I was lucky enough to get the chance to go there. One of my friends who's a fairly known driver let me go out there, and we had a race in a Lamborghini Aventador and some sort of Ferrari. Might have been an F-150, not sure. And I lost. There's also a Porsche there. Got smoked literally because it caught on fire.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Well, this is all testing, right? So.
Yeah, it was.
So this is the place to catch on fire.
It was a closed off test track that had like a banking wall that you could like drive up on, like a curved wall, like.
Right. Okay.
That was a weird sound effect.
Yeah.
It's just a curved wall.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
Yeah, that's one of the cooler things I've done.
It is. Yeah. I don't know cars well at all. But
yeah, just a Ferrari and a Lamborghini. That's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds really cool. Where do you get all these opportunities? Like, can you tell me about all these things that you've done? I'm just like, is this where you went to school, or like, is it Ann Arbor?
I work with certain organizations that give me the chance to do some cool stuff.
I mean, you've done some pretty cool stuff. Like, I'm just like sitting over here, like amazed by all of it, going, yeah. Like, this is just an everyday thing.
Like meeting Miranda Cosgrove.
Yeah.
Met the guy who played Benjamin on Lost.
Did you?
You don't know who that is.
No.
He's a good guy. Met Patrick Warburton several times at his charity fundraiser. Gave me some prizes once. That was cool. I've got to meet. I met Alice Cooper, who's big rock guy. Do you know who he is? That's a shame. But I'm just really fortunate that
that's really
given
cool.
the chance to do some of this stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
Got any cool stories to tell?
I don't. I can't. I mean, as I can think of, unless you want to give me a minute.
I'm giving you a minute.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I gotta think of some stuff.
Well, we got about 7.5 minutes to kill.
Do we gotta go? Do you want to go through the whole hour? I mean, do we have to?
I want to. Well, it doesn't really matter. I don't care.
Oh man. I mean, how?
Like, I'm just trying to talk.
No, yeah,
for an hour.
I know. Yeah. I mean, if you want to keep talking, we should talk about Star Wars.
No, we're not talking about Star Wars.
Why not? It's the only thing we can finish this podcast off with. Plus, it's the end too, so only the people that are gonna stick to the end, which is probably few people, will hear this part. Will even know that we talked more about Star Wars. What do you think?
Oh God, I don't know.
Unless you can come up with something else.
How about the time I lost, what are the odds, and had to run bare-ass naked
oh, yeah.
through my high school parking lot?
You're talking about that. It's terrible. I have the... Oh, sorry. Did you want to talk more about it?
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, there is this wonderful game out there called What Are the Odds?
Mm-hmm.
And What Are the Odds is a game played by young adults like me and Zach, where someone says, what are the odds you do...
Whatever.
Not herpes. LSD. Or get drunk or whatever.
Yeah.
And people say like, okay, 150. And someone counts down 3, 2, 1, and they both say 50. You have to do it.
Basically, if they both say the same number, then you have to do it.
Yes.
Now, the way I always played was first of all, it had to be 1 through 20 at max.
Oh, dude.
And
you're missing out on life.
And also, how would that be missing out? I feel like that's doing it more. That's getting it more.
Yeah, I guess it is.
I don't know. But, no, I think I don't know. I think that's a much more dangerous way to play the game, especially when I think you probably do worse bets though.
Oh, I absolutely
like I never had anything to that level.
Like let's say smacking the homecoming queen.
And you had to do that.
It wasn't. I didn't smack her. I just gave her a light tap. I knew her. I gave her a light tap on the cheek. I was like, oh. There you go.
Would you like to say what the odds were and what number
for which one? For which one?
For that one. For the homecoming queen.
Homecoming queen. First off, I knew the homecoming queen. Good friends. I think it was like 1 in 300 and something. I don't know exactly what it was. It was like 400. No, it's like 1 in 400, and we both said like 200 and something.
Was it like 222 or something?
222. That's exactly what it was.
Told me, yeah.
And I went up. I was like, shit, gotta do it because you're it's such a 0.0001 chance to get it right.
Right.
So I was like, fuck, gotta do it.
Right.
I'm a man of honor.
Right.
Except for when I smacked the homecoming queen.
I can't believe.
So I walk over to the homecoming queen's table. Take her by the hand. Oh, by the arm. I'm like, person. I just lost. What are the odds? And she's like, okay. What was the challenge? I was like, I gotta smack you in the face. She's like, you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna smack the homecoming queen. And I was like,
wait, is that what she said? Is she like, you're not gonna?
You're not gonna
put herself above you, or she's just like, you are not gonna.
No, I'm essentially phrasing it up, but she was like, you're not gonna smack me. She pretty much said no balls.
Yeah.
That's essentially what she said. And I was like, I'm definitely gonna do this. They didn't say how hard, and I just took my hand. I went and just did a little tap.
All right. Was it that hard? Like as hard as you
did
to me?
It's not bad.
Okay. It was literally like that. Okay. All right.
Okay. Then the time I had to run bare ass through my high school parking lot was, I think it was an even higher number. I think it was like 1 in 600. And we both said, I don't know what it was, 426. I'm not sure of the number. They didn't say what time I had to do it.
Mm-hmm. That's.
So I told them we would all meet at around 11 o'clock after school got out, almost close to midnight. And he spread the word. The person I had bet with, about 20, 30 people showed up. And they made a line of cars. So we got like 15 cars.
So where's this
like
video?
We got like 8 or 9 cars on each side. I might link a picture of my parents. But we got cars with the lights on, like making like two parallel lines with lights on.
Oh my god.
And took off my clothes.
Oh my god.
Except I left my shoes on because I don't know if there's glass or shit.
Yeah.
And I ran bare ass through the parking lot, got right into my car, drove away. And then there were pictures and videos on Snapchat the next day.
Oh.
And yeah, that's like the highlight of my high school career.
Oh,
well,
man.
That's not the highlight of my high school career. That's one of the highlights of my high school career.
Wow, that is, the fact that you did it is just so amazing. I think the way I always played it was we would get like these, what we called season. Well, this is I guess just me. No one. I guess only a few other people follow this rule that I pretty much made up. I called it the seasonal backout. Once per season, like summer, fall, winter, spring. Once per season, you could use a backout.
Yeah. I will do anything except break the law.
Yeah.
That's my cutoff point.
Yeah.
Like I think I lost to steal like a sandwich or something. I was like, well, I can buy the sandwich. You're like, nope, gotta steal. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna break the rules or break the law.
Isn't that
streaking?
Yeah.
Yeah. And no, it was in a controlled environment. It was a social media experiment. If anyone asked, we had film permits, and we're allowed to do whatever we wanted. We were filming a movie.
There you go.
If people want to phrase it that way.
There you go.
What kind of movie? A Jackass movie.
Alright, so I'm assuming you're going to have to cut out some of our talking earlier. So Can we just throw in another random story?
Go ahead.
So, again, we're going back to it. Not Star Wars.
I don't care.
Pokemon. So, remember the whole Pokemon Go craze thing, right? I didn't realize how into Pokemon Go people got.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this crazy thing happened to me and my cousins, and me, my brother, and my cousins.
Yeah.
We were all at a restaurant, and there's a gym. Like, this is like when it was still really big.
Mm-hmm.
There's a gym across the street. Our parents were still eating. We're like, hey, we're gonna go take over that gym. We're like, okay. So we go over. We take over the gym. As we start to walk away, we notice a guy taking it back over.
Mm-hmm.
There's someone, like, we didn't see him, but there was just, like, a battle going on.
Yeah.
So there was this old thing that they recently patched. They very recently patched it, where, like, you can immediately, the second the gym goes down, it's taken over, you can just anyone can just throw their Pokemon in place to take over the gym. And they just recently made it so now there's, like, a brief period where only the person that beat it can throw in.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they didn't have that when the game came out.
Yeah.
So when the game came out, people were like, what we did was we actually sat there and we would throw, like, every time this guy would beat it,
mm-hmm.
we'd throw our Pokemon in.
That guy's gonna fucking hate you.
And this guy we had no idea who he was. We didn't even see him. He was in a building somewhere. Mm-hmm. We just kept throwing it in and throwing it and throwing it until right when we were about to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And as we're about to leave, we see this guy walk out of the restaurant across the way looking pissed. And he's, like, looking around at everyone, seeing what they're all doing, and we're like, is that the guy? I think that's the guy. And he starts, like, and this is like a 40-year-old guy, mid-40s.
Is this a 40-year-old white guy, or is this a 40-year-old buff black guy?
No, he was just
a guy?
He was just a guy. Just a normal dude. He wasn't big at all.
Oh.
He was pretty short.
Oh, short little guy. Nah.
And you're good. He had a kid.
You just ruined
and
the kid's
his wife.
day. You just ruined. Oh, never mind. I don't feel bad.
And they were kind of like.
Where'd you say this was?
This was in, like, downtown Oxford near my house.
I thought you said it was at a restaurant or something.
No, it was at a. But we had walked out of the restaurant to take over
First
the gym.
Why is this guy playing Pokemon Go with his wife and child on a date?
I don't know.
God.
He's an idiot. And it gets even worse. We're standing in this group.
Keep going.
And we're standing in this group, and we see him coming over. We're like, that's totally the guy. That's totally the guy. He comes up, and he's like, he looks at all our phones, and he's just like, you guys are not taking over. Like, at first we thought he was joking. We realized after he was totally serious. He's like, I swear to God, if you guys take my freaking gym again, I'm throwing your phones in the trash. He's like, you guys got that? Let me take over my gym. And he's like, I don't care. It's like the second I take it over, you take it back over. I don't care. I just want to collect. And I was like, we were like, all right, dude, don't worry. We're just about to leave. And then he storms off, like, he's red faced. And we just, like, looked at each other and started laughing. Like, this guy was so into it. And he's with his wife and kid.
Hey, man, you ruined his date. Think about that.
Over Pokemon Go! That's his problem. This is a freaking game, and he's raging over...
Hey, man, it's the game of life.
Freaking... It's fun. It's a fun game. But this guy was a lunatic. Who does that? What an idiot.
A guy who just gotta love your Pokemon Go. The game of life.
It may be a fun game, but it's not a game of life, I'll tell you that.
I think I'm going to call it wraps there. Thank you for watching Central Cast number 3. Be sure to tune in next week where we talk about more stuff trending on the web. Thanks for watching.
Later.